Good morning everyone and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to give you a bit of a makeup lesson. A lot of you have asked how to apply certain products. I'm going to show you my everyday current makeup routine, but I'm going to talk to you about each step and I'm going to take you along to show you exactly where and how and why I place things where I do. I hope you're going to find this helpful. I hope you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a long one. Get your makeup bag out and do your makeup along with me. Grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's begin. Okay, let's start off with foundation. Now, foundation is a preference. It depends what your skin type's like, what your skin concerns are like, what are you looking for in a foundation? Do you want something long wear? Do you want something dewy? Do you want to look glowy? Do you want something matte? Do you want something lightweight, full coverage? What are you covering? What are you not covering? Are you not someone that wears foundation? So look in your foundation wardrobe and look for what you want, okay? So for example, me, I've got oily blemish prone skin. I like my foundation full coverage. I like my foundation to last all day without touching up because I don't do touch-ups. And I like a matte, semi-matte coverage. Here are some of my favorites you might not know or know. Estee Lauder Doublewear, amazing all-rounder. This is a beautiful foundation. If you have a long day at work and you want your foundation to stay, this is perfect. It won't budge. It doesn't look cakey. It's applied with a sponge, which is how I recommend applying all foundations. It's absolutely beautiful, winner, winner. I mean, this has been a firm favorite for years for so many people. Another favorite of mine is the Bare Pro. This is really matte. This actually gives you quite a made up look. So if you want to look like you've got makeup on, kind of like the Studio Fix, but better for your skin, then this is a great alternative. It's also got an SPF 25 in there. Now, if you are someone that likes a more dewy coverage, but you still like full coverage, I highly recommend IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This builds up to a beautiful full coverage, but it gives skin a gorgeous glow. You can never powder this. It looks beautiful. It's not particularly long lasting, but if you're someone that doesn't need a long wear foundation and just wants a bit of color, a bit of coverage, then this is gorgeous. Another one of my favorites, if you're not into coverage at all, is the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue. This is an SPF 30. It's a hydrating tinted mineral veil. It's beautiful on the skin. It holds beautifully and it just gives just a gentle bit of color and a bit of evening out of the skin tone. Absolutely perfect. Now, I'm doing my updated current makeup routine, so I'm going to show you what I'm using today. This is the Vichy Dermablend. I have videos on this. I've spoken about this particular foundation before. It is full coverage, 16-hour wear, and I've just been reaching for this lately and I've absolutely been loving it. It's a semi-matte, it's creamy, it's smooth, it's buildable, and it covers beautifully. So I've got the shade 25 Nude, and I think in the winter time you want to go with something a little bit more full coverage. And here's how I apply foundation. I apply it in different parts of my face like this. Now, with foundation shade, you want to get something that is as close to your skin as possible. If it's a lighter, sheerer foundation, then you can kind of get away with a darker color. But if you're going full coverage, I would suggest trying to get as close a color match as you can. Now, I've got damp beauty blender here, and I'm just gonna blend that. Look at the coverage of this. Now, if you wanted really full coverage, you could use a brush. A beauty blender, always make it damp so it expands, because if you use a dry sponge, it will soak up all your product and you've wasted it. When it's damp, it just sits on the surface of the sponge and it distributes the right amount of foundation. As you can see, this has taken down all my redness. This is an amazing foundation if you've got rosacea, blemishes, because as you can see, this has just taken everything down. It's the perfect color for me, and it's so smooth. I've just been loving this. My hair doesn't get stuck. Now, this is the other thing I was going to say. You don't have to be a makeup artist to know how to do your makeup, okay? There's no right or wrong. You do your makeup according to your face shape, your skin texture, your concerns. It really bugs me when people go, oh, I'm not a makeup artist. What's that? I'm not a makeup artist. You don't need to be a makeup artist. In fact, you probably do your makeup better because it suits your face. Now, I've had my makeup done by makeup artists. I can't tell you how many times. And I've not liked a single one of them. These are top celebrity makeup artists. And I've not liked how they've done my makeup. Because their sort of style is kind of like, oh, a bit of concealer here. And we're not going to put foundation all over the face. And you're just like, no, that doesn't work for me. It may work on editorial when they only need the makeup on for a couple of hours. But I like the way I do my makeup because it wears well for me and it covers well for me. So never think that you need to be a makeup artist. I'm sure how you do your makeup is perfect. I'm just going to show you a few ways to help you apply things. So once you blend that in, make sure you go down your neck. I'm just not a fan of this spot concealing malarkey. I'm just like, no, I'm all or nothing. Next, you want to conceal your under eyes. Now, when you're wearing a foundation like this, you don't need any concealer anywhere, and I don't do that anyway. My foundation has to do the job. Oh, I forgot about my coffee. Oh, coffee break, ladies. So, under eye concealer. Now, depending on what your under eyes are like, you want to pick something that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation or the same shade. If you've got puffy eyes, you want to go with the same shade. Don't go with lighter because it's just going to enhance the puffiness. You want to go with the same shade. If you don't and you just have dark circles and you want to brighten, you can correct and you can brighten. It depends. Do you want something that's mattifying? If you've got dry eyes, something hydrating. Now, my favorite at the moment is this Estee Lauder Doublewear. This is beautiful. This is so smooth. It's not drying. I put 3 dots under my eyes like that. I always like to place the makeup first before, again, go in with your beauty blender, and I'm going to just blend this under my eye. And this just smooths and brightens. Can you see how it just smooths out that under eye and brightens it? It's not white, we're not doing the Instagram makeup. It's just brightened that eye area. It's such an amazing concealer. I thought it was going to be really heavy, but it's not. So if you want a good concealer, I really recommend this one. It's just beautiful. See? Now for eyelids, I recommend priming eyelids. If, like me, you've got oily lids, in order to keep your shadow from sticking, you need to use some sort of base, be that a concealer, a primer, an eye primer, So now I love a concealer. Now this is the infallible L'Oreal More Than Concealer. Now this is a shade very bright because I want to brighten that eyelid and I want the shadows to come out, the pigment to come out. So what I do for my eyelids is just I pop a small dot of that on the eyelid to prime. Because if you go in with eyeshadow onto just a bare eye, it's not going to stick and the colour's not going to come out. So I'm then going to use my beauty blender again and just blend that into my eyelid. This is going to get rid of any discoloration, any veins. It's going to make a smooth canvas for my shadows. Can you see? So now we've got a clean, fresh eye, which is going to be perfect for applying shadow. I'm going to go on the other side. And blend that in. And I like to bring that into the corner just to really brighten the corner. Okay, now you've put all your cream products on, your foundation and your concealer. You now need to set that with a powder. Again, you need to choose a powder that's right for you. Do you want extra coverage? Do you want a powder foundation like the Vichy Dermablend? This is a powder foundation, so this is going to give you extra coverage. Do you want extra mattifying properties? Do you want glow? Do you want hydration? Or do you just want to set your makeup? But setting your makeup is really important, even if you have dry skin, because if you don't set these cream products, it's just going to slide off your face throughout the day. Now, Laura Mercier is a brilliant all-rounder. It's a translucent powder. It works for everybody, and it just sets your makeup. It's not necessarily oil controlling. It just sets your makeup. So I'm going to go in with this. I think a loose powder is brilliant for setting makeup because it, I put too much in, because it, I don't know, it gives you more to work with than just a flat matte powder. So, and I'll use this to set my eyes and everything. You can use separate powders for under the eyes, brightening powders, whatever you like. The whole point of makeup is to play with it, to experiment. You're not going to know what you like unless you try things. Try different looks. Try, you know, you may look in the magazine or on TV and think, oh, I like her makeup. And you can recreate that look, but to your standards, to your brief, what works for you. So, go in with your powder. I like to start in the center of the face and just pat in, because you're pressing in. Go over the eyelids, that's getting your concealer. Make sure you get over the eyebrows because you tend to get shiny. Really concentrate on the areas that you tend to get shiny, which is the center of the face. So, the other reason you need to use a setting powder is for the rest of your products to work on the skin properly. If you don't set your makeup and you go in with a powder bronzer, you're going to just get a clump of powder and it's going to look awful. That is why you need to also set to make sure the rest of your products, unless they're cream, are going to go on nicely. Okay, face is set. Now we're going to go in with colour. I typically start with a bronzer, and again, choose any bronzer that you like. I mean, if you're unsure, always go for the lightest shade that you can, because that's just going to create a bit of a glow. I like Nars Laguna. I think Nars Laguna works for everybody. Now, you can use a brush like this that's tapered to really sculpt, or you can use a big fluffy brush like this. I kind of like to go in between with a sort of midi brush like this. I'd say a blush brush. Again, there's no right way to apply your bronzer. It's your face shape. How I apply my bronzer might be different to how you would apply it. But I'm going to show you. You want to follow your cheekbones, because we're not necessarily contouring here. We're just putting some colour back in the face and bronzing up the skin. So pop your brush into your bronzer, tap it out. I like to make silly faces like this because then I get to see this, right? And my aim is just getting the both underneath and top, like that. You see? So it just kind of, can you see the difference? It kind of slims down, and then I don't get any more product and I go to the top like this. And then I bring it down under the jawline, like that. So you can see it's sculpting really subtly. Again, so find out where your cheekbones are. You might have to do this so you can see it, or do that. And just place the brush in the middle. And just gently sweep up and bring that down, like that. Whatever's left, I kind of go over the top. I then like to go down the sides of my nose and on the top, because it just gives a really healthy look. I like to go at the bottom of my lip, because that kind of brings out the lip, and then obviously the chin. So you can see, you just bring that colour, that freshness back to the skin, so it's not so one-dimensional flat. It takes practice if you're not used to doing it, but just give it a go. Soon you'll be whipping on the bronzer with no worries at all. Woof. Okay, blush. Now I know blush is a tough one for most people. I don't think I've mastered blush yet. So now, blush, there are many. Oh dear, can't find the one that I want. Why can I never find what I want? There are many different formulas of blush. Is it in here? Yeah, because I want you to see it. So there are matte blushes. This is Gen Nude. You've got matte. You've got sheeny blushes. You've got creams. You've got all sorts. And also the colour. Now, you want to be, again, look at your skin tone. Maybe look at a celebrity that has a skin tone similar to yours. See what colours she's wearing. Do you suit peachy tones, pink tones? If pink, is it a cool tone or a warm tone? Maybe you just look better with a sort of, for example, this one here, which is Warm Soul by MAC. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's not pink, it's not peach. It's just a really subtle blush. I can't even describe it. I'll show you what it looks like now. Now you want to get a smaller brush. I like something like this. And now for blush, you don't want it to be so stark like in the 80s, and you don't want it to be Aunt Sally either. So again, this is the sort of face I make, just to kind of lift my cheek. I'm not smiling like this. I'm just, you know, so I can kind of see, and then I sweep it up. And can you see how subtle this blush is? It is so nice. Blush is an important step in makeup because it brings freshness back to skin. It's not the be all and end all, but I would recommend a blush. Now this is a really good pink tone. This is a sort of mid-tone pink, dusty pink, and I like to take something like that and just, again, just in the center of your pupil, pushing up and out, so it all blends in seamlessly, and it gives you that freshness to the skin. Highlighter, that's up to you. I'm not highlighter every day. A highlighter you could just put on the cheekbones here. I love this one, the Charlotte Tilbury, just to put on the apples there, not on the apples, on the cheekbone here. But you know, if you're new to this all, you might just want to leave the highlighter for now. Okay, now eyebrows. Most days I will go in with just Benefit Gimme Brow, which is an eyebrow wand that just brushes out your brows and just adds a bit of colour so your brows don't disappear into your face. This is really good for just if you're not used to doing your brows, or you know, you're new to brows. See, just fills in perfectly. Now we're going to go in for eyeshadow. Again, it all depends on your eyeshadow, on your eye shape, what you want to look. Again, play with your makeup. Have a go. I'm going to do what I've been enjoying lately, and I'm just going to show you what I do. This is a really easy way to do eye makeup. Okay, I'm going to use the Naked Heat, as I'm all into my browns at the moment, and I'm going to go in with this red brick colour. This is called Cayenne. Now, with any dark shadows, matte shadows that you want to put on your eyelid, it's best to choose a flat brush because that way you can really pack on the product. So I'm going to go in with that. And these shadows are so pigmented, they're amazing. Like that. And I'm just going to keep this on the movable eyelid, so the eye here. I'm just packing that on. I'm not going up to the crease. I'm just keeping it on the eye. I've got mascara from yesterday. On the eyelid like that. that gives such a huge impact already, especially if you've got hooded eyes. You really want to be able to see the shadow. So using a darker shadow all on the movable lid is quite helpful. But this is just an easy way of doing makeup. It makes the eyes look bigger as well. So then we're going to pop onto the other lid here, and I just press. And the thing is, you don't need a million shadows. You don't need a million brushes. You could even do this with your finger if you wanted to. Pop that on like that. That's that. That is that. Okay. I'm then going to take. You can take any sort of fluffy brush like that and just blend out the edges, making sure not to bring it up too high. You're just blending out the edges like so. If you look down into a mirror, you can kind of see, and you just focus on the very edge. Okay, now you can use any dark shadow you want, black, grey, blue, green, whatever. But I just like this because it's a sort of autumnal colour. Okay, now I then take another fluffy brush like so, and I want to define the crease, and I love to use bronzer for this. So just go back into your bronzer, pop some on a fluffy brush, look down and just place that in the crease, like wherever your crease is. Your crease is sort of above the brow if you lift up your eyes. So you're just, it creates a shadow. You can use and like I said, use your bronzer for that. You don't need another eyeshadow. And I tend to like to bring that under the eye because, oh, I poked my eye. Don't poke your eye. Bronzer underneath the eye, again, oh, I've poked my eye, opens up the eye a lot like that, okay? Next, I'm going to curl my lashes before I do anything else. That's just the base of the eye. I highly recommend curling your lashes. It opens up the eye. Get yourself, invest in a good pair. These are Shiseido. Just squeeze your lashes like that. It just opens them up, can you see? It gives you a wide awake look. It just makes your makeup look better. And once you put mascara on, it sets. Okay, now the next thing I like to do is shimmer. I like to put down a base, dark base like this, could be purple, could be green, could be anything. And then I like to put a shimmer on top. And it's usually like a gold shimmer. I'm going to use this palette here. This is the Copper from bareMinerals. And this gold here. And I just use my finger. And I just place that on top of that dark shadow. And it just creates a really gorgeous shimmery eye. You can use silver. I mean, how easy is that? You must have a brown shadow somewhere or any old shadow. Rub it on your eye, get a bit of glitter, a bit of shimmer, put it on top. Lovely, look at that, that's easy peasy, easy peasy. Then I like to take, okay, I said I wasn't using so many shadows, but you know what I mean. A champagne-y highlighty shade, like that one. And I love to just put that in the corners, just to brighten up that inner area like that. Perfection. Now, I'm one for eyeliner. You may not like eyeliner, but I think eyeliner really helps define an eye. It helps open them up. When I don't wear eyeliner, my eyes are like this. I mean, you know, just, I need eyeliner. Now I've done a video on how to apply eyeliner, what's the best eyeliner, what's an easy eyeliner. My favourite eyeliner ever is this Estee Lauder Doublewear pencil in Coffee. It's a dark, rich brown. It's easy to use. It's easy to smudge. And you don't have to be a makeup artist to be able to do it, right? Get your eye pencil, pull your eye out. How am I going to, and just run it along the lash line, like so. Can you see already how that's defined the eye? And then all I do, on the other end, you've got a smudger. You can use this or you can use a pencil brush, like that. And you're just going to smudge. So it doesn't matter how you've applied it. And when you get to the edge here, you can use your smudger just to pull that out a bit more. See? And it just gives a bit more dimension to the eye. Go on the other side. Along the lash line. And these pencils are so smooth, it will do the work for you. It just does the work for you, okay? And you're gonna smudge that out so you get that nice blended smoky effect. And then when you get to the edge here, just pull out like that. You can use your little finger. Now, a great tip also, I love to do, is I like to go over that liner with a shadow for a really smoky effect. So I'm going to take a dark brown like that. I'm all in for brown because it's a lot more subtler, it's a lot more, it just looks a lot more softer. And I'm going to go over that pencil just to soften that look. You see, you're instantly getting a smoky look, and if you've made any mistakes, you're just going to blend that away anyway. Blend it in, you know? So just and you get, this is called double lining, and you just get a really lovely smoky effect. Okay, right. Next up, mascara, highly important. I've been using the Hourglass Ultra Black. Make sure your mascara is ultra black. Don't go for brown. Eyelining fine, but brown, sometimes it can just look a bit, you want to go for black. Now this is the Hourglass, I spoke about this in my other video, Unlocked. I didn't know it was a tubing mascara, so the way to take this off is with warm water and to gently take the mascara off. But this is beautiful. If you have watery eyes, smudgy eyes, this is going to be perfect for you. So, in you go with your mascara, extra black. Starting at the base, really coating. This is what I like about this wand is it's really thin at the front, so it kind of gets all your lashes. It's a new tube, so it's rather a wet formula, but it is gorgeous, really beautiful. The packaging, oh, so luxe, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous formula. So, and don't be scared to just coat your lashes with many coats. Coat them. This you can build up, and it won't look crunchy or crepey or anything like that. See, mascara just makes it. Now, it's up to you whether you want to put mascara on the bottom lashes or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I like to put a tiny bit, just a small bit. Make sure you get your edges, like so. Isn't that a gorgeous mascara? Look at that. Beautiful. It's so beautiful, I keep it in its box. What is wrong with me? Oh. Okay, there we go. There's your eyes. All done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, lips. Again, when you've got an eye like this, you can go with a lighter lip, mid-tone lip, or go all out dark. You've got lipsticks, sheens, mattes, liquid lips, glossy lips. It all depends what you fancy. Now, at the moment, I'm fancying a dark lip because it's winter, it's fall, winter, it's autumn, and I love a liquid lip. Now, NYX does fantastic liquid lips. These are called Liquid Suede cream lipsticks. They are creamy, dreamy, gorgeous. Even if you're not into a liquid lip, you can put a liquid lip on and then put loads of gloss on or loads of balm on the top. The liquid lip means it's just gonna stick and stay. This is on all day. I don't have to do anything. It stays. I've loved this shade for years. It's called Soft Spoken, and it is just the most gorgeous, gorgeous shade. Now, I typically start on my bottom like that. Look at that colour. Okay, and then follow my lip line. Like so. Make sure you go into the corners. This spreads so well. Now, if I'm using a liquid lip, I tend not to use lip liner because I can get this to my lip line without using a lip liner. Okay, now, what I then like to do, I feel like I've got it on my lower lip now, have I? No, that's fine. Okay, what I like to do next is, this is a great, you know, I don't like this kind of structured lip. I like it to look blended and natural. If you take with lipstick, anything, do this. And you instantly get a more natural finish. See, it makes your lips look bigger. But it looks more lived in. You know what I mean? See? Now, if that's too dark for you and you think, Shaz, I bought that, or I've got a dark lipstick and it's too dark and I don't know what to do with it. You know, some of my favourite dark lipsticks are bareMinerals Petal. What I like to do is this. If you've got a dark lipstick and you don't know how to work it, dig out a paler lipstick. This is Charlotte Tilbury Kim K. Dig out your pale lipstick, right? And just put it in the centre of your lips. And this immediately brightens or lightens up your lips. So you can do that with any dark lipstick, and I often do that with bareMinerals, and it gives you a bit more of a subtle, toned down lip look. So, there we have it. My autumnal makeup one-to-one lesson. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you like the makeup look. Let me know if you recreate it with different colours, or let me know how you get on, and let me know if there's anything else I can help you with, because I'll be more than happy to do that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you play with your makeup and experiment with different looks, because it's the most wonderful thing to sit down and just paint your face. You know, you're going to feel great, I promise you. Till my next video, have a good week. Bye.